Hello and welcome to On the Move. We are Matt and Betsy, and today we're in reverse. If you watch us usually, we're on opposite sides. This is weird.
Oh, at the last second I said I'm going to try the other side.
So we actually want to talk to you today about the festivals that are going on here in Prince Edward Island. Of course, we're coming into summer, and it's a wonderful, beautiful time to be on the island, and so with that come lots of celebrations.
Yes.
And we just were at one, actually.
We were. It was fun.
Yeah, it was. It was unexpected. We heard about it through new friends of ours, Ken and Kim at Fleece and Harmony.
Yeah.
And so we got to go with them to the Festival of Small Halls here.
Maybe you should explain a little bit about what that is.
How about you?
Sure. So, Festival of Small Halls, it's a music festival that happens here on the island, and essentially it's exactly what it sounds like. They book small venues or small halls. In our case, in our community, it was the local church, and they host different musicians from around the country, really.
Yeah.
There are some that are local, but they also bring in lots of others as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the one that we had right here in our community in Belfast was at the St. John's Presbyterian Church, hosted it. Mm-hmm. And we had two different bands, or musician groups?
Yeah,
bands.
Bands. Two bands that were going
that
on.
Came and were there, and we got to see them. It was an evening, on a Saturday evening, and it was delightful.
Yeah, it's reasonably priced to go. They're not super expensive, and then you're in a nice, close environment. Where we sat in the balcony just above them, so you could hear, the clicks of the guitar picks. And the pedals and the stomping. We could see the bits of shoe flying from the dancer, the Highland dancer as well. Yeah, it's really good. So this is, I don't know if this will glare, we'll see what happens, but this is the brochure that came with it. The one that we were at was called the Keep Calm and Swing On.
Yes.
So the two groups that we saw were called In Echo.
Yep.
I'll put the name down there for you. They were, I'd call them like...
Celtic, I think.
Yeah, Celtic, contemporary Celtic, because it had some different flair
so
to
their
it.
main instruments, they had two fiddles, a cello, and a guitarist.
Yeah.
And the one lady actually played cello and fiddle. So there was only actually three performing musicians, and she switched up between the two instruments.
Yeah. High energy, lots of passion in there, lots of fun. They had, like I said, they had a Highland dancer come out at one point. Although our friends did differentiate for us, the type of dancing she did was not what's common out here, I guess. We haven't experienced real traditional dancing from here yet. Apparently that's on the list of things we need to do.
Yeah. But all in all, it was a wonderful evening. Their performance was great. Three musicians, our understanding was made up of students who I think they had met and connected as a band coming to a local performance school here in Charlottetown.
Yeah. I think it speaks to the level, the quality of the programming here at the college in Charlottetown, where they have the performing arts program, that they'll draw people from all across the country. And so these folks met from different areas.
Yeah, I think the one was from BC.
Yeah.
The other was from Ottawa, and I think the third was actually, he told us he was from Montana.
There must be a story there, coming from Montana to Prince Edward Island, Canada.
Yeah. So all in all, it was a great performance to see. That was the first band that played for us. And then the second one was a band called Les Royal Pickles.
From Montreal.
From Montreal. And they were more of a sort of swing, blues, jazz, but they had a real New Orleans, sorry.
Yeah.
Or I was going to say New Orleans.
Oh, sure.
New Orleans, feel to them, yeah. So, and their sort of main performer, singer, was actually dressed kind of in costume or era. He had a great
1930s, really. The saddle shoes, handlebar mustache, hair slick.
It was great. Reminded me of, we worked both of us when we first were married, we worked in a tuxedo shop. And at that time, so this would have been like 2003, 2004, a lot of the weddings, it was big to do the zoot suit.
Like the thin pinstripe with the big coat.
The long coat, the fedora hat.
Yes, that's right.
And the saddle shoes. And so we were like, we were fitting and renting these tuxedos to groups of groomsmen for weddings back in the early 2000s. So that was fun to kind of see and be reminded of that era. And he was good in the sense that he had a wonderful rapport with the audience, a great sense of humor. And I think he really like embraced the character of the style of the music that he was singing. So. And he was joined with, sorry, I cut you off again.
No, it's okay.
He was joined with a fantastically talented guitar player who was all over the neck of the guitar. I feel like there wasn't a single fret or string or note he didn't play.
He was like 1 or 2 frets from the very top of that guitar.
Amazing,
for sure.
And then as well as a saxophone player who was, I think,
baritone saxophone.
Doing a little extra work. He was working hard. Because they normally have a tuba player, but due to good old COVID, he was not able to travel with them. So I think he was filling in some of the sort of tuba bass with his baritone sax.
I wish I could have had my band students there, because he really also made sure that he made like this style of blues and jazz accessible to people. So explaining about improvisation and telling us when they were going to do this and how it was working, I thought that was really good too.
So as a band teacher, I think Matthew also just enjoyed it and had that little extra connection to it. And it's fun to see what can be done with what you teach, right? Like if someone continues to pursue it on into life, they can put on amazing performances and do amazing things.
And you could see that we as an audience were grateful, and the bands were grateful to have these opportunities to play in these beautiful halls and have such attentive audiences. This has been an annual thing, I guess, for quite a number. I think 2008 they said they first started this.
I know it wasn't happening for a bit again due to COVID, but has then come back this year, has been brought back and is able to, because we can gather together as audiences again. So that was wonderful. I didn't clarify. So ours was in a church, but my understanding is sometimes there's community halls that are used. There are some actual theaters that we have around here as well, small theaters.
They have some of them here, the Milton
Music
Community
halls.
Hall, Kinkra Place, Trailside Music Hall, King's Playhouse. So these are all places all around Prince Edward Island.
And so it lasts for a week. It was, I think, 7 days or 8 days, kind of Sunday to Sunday, that they put on these performances in the evenings all throughout the island. So we were delighted that we got to participate in that. And we have learned these things are happening. You just need to look them up, pay attention, talk to your locals, your neighbors who've been here for a while and know about them. The more we get to know people, the more I find out about these exciting events that are happening.
A couple other festivals that we'll mention that we know are coming up. These are bigger, more prominent ones. The biggest would be the Fall Flavours Festival, which will happen through September and October. Where there's some really big name chefs that participate, as well as some lesser known ones, and then again venues all over. We know the real estate agent we worked with, she went to some of that in the fall and really enjoyed it. So I think I'm hopeful that we can participate in it this year as well.
I know sort of semi-locally beloved big name chef here on the island is Chef Michael Smith. So he often participates in this event, and his family is not right in the area that we are at. They are actually a little further north of us, more up in the Surrey area. But he has a restaurant that is run up there, and him and his family are quite involved in the community up there. So he's kind of the pride and joy of the chef of Prince Edward Island.
Last fall, I was jealous. Betsy ran into him actually at one point at a school event.
I saw him.
You were at the same thing, interacting in the same event, and I kind of wished I.
He was just being a dad at his child's volleyball game, and I just happened to look over and be like, I know that face. So so that was kind of fun. I had to move out of the big city to a nice small town to actually run into a famous person. So there's that festival, as well as new to the island, and of course particularly exciting to me that's happening, is the PEI Fibre Festival is happening at the end of September.
First annual,
Yes. It was planned a while back, but this is actually hopeful that it will happen. And again, that was just directly due to COVID. Nothing to do with those who have been planning it or hosting it. It all just had to do with all that. So we're really excited that it's coming. I will be participating there very intensely.
End of September.
End of September.
Yeah.
So that's all things fiber, yarn, in that sort of textile arts field. Lots of things there. There's guests coming to do lectures. There are
from all over the world.
Yeah,
too.
all over the world. Yeah, some sort of like in the knitting world, famous podcasters are coming to join us as well. So we're quite excited, and I'm excited to potentially say hello and shake the hand of some of the people I enjoy watching podcasts for.
Yeah. And of course, these are not the only ones, as we said earlier.
No.
There are lots of festivals, both big and small, on the island here. So when you're on the island, look out for these things. Some of them you will find through the PEI government website, and others, as Betsy said, just talk to the people around you.
Some are longer lasting and cover a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Some are just a single weekend, and some are, you just have to find out. You have to look for them, be willing to talk to people, and keep your eyes open on social media and such. So so we're enjoying getting to know that more. We're enjoying the season, as they say around here.
I'm sure everyone in many parts of the world, as this whole idea of COVID fades a little bit, are excited for things to open up, and it certainly is the case here on the island.
Yes, just to start building community again.
Yes, we were at an event tonight actually where we were building some community.
Yeah.
You'll see this on Friday, but we were on Tuesday. We went out, we saw a message go out on social media that they were going to be filming a commercial locally. They're trying to promote the Belfast area where we live. And so we went and we were a part of a commercial at the Country Taste Kitchen and Bakery there. Got to meet some great people there, had some good food as well. And at some point in the future, it's going to be a commercial.
Maybe we'll make it. Maybe
we won't.
Maybe we'll get cut. We don't
Doesn't
know.
really matter to us. We enjoy it.
The point was just being part of it and getting to meet some new people and connect again with some of the local businesses that are here and setting up. So So all in all, we're still enjoying it greatly. A wonderful place to be. And we would love to share it with you folks. So if you're traveling here or looking to move here, just keep your eyes open. There's lots happening. You just have to sometimes take a little extra effort to look for it.
So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again in another couple of weeks.
Take care.